To do a box spread strategy, it will involve a bull spread and a bear spread. So if you recall from, you can check out my previous videos on bull spread and bear spread. So what we'll do is we will first do a bull spread where we'll actually long the call option at the lower exercise price, and then we'll short the call at the higher exercise price. And then for the bear spread, we'll long the put at the higher exercise price, and we'll short the put at the lower exercise price. So by doing this, the payoff diagram would just be a horizontal payoff, or what we come to call as a risk-free payoff. So in this case, there will be no maximum loss. In this case, it will just be a single payoff, and this single payoff is also the maximum profit. And there is no break-even price, and there is no maximum loss. Now let's consider a box spread consisting of options with exercise prices 50 and 63. So the call prices are 12.40 and 9.30 for exercise prices 50 and 63 respectively, and the put prices are 7.40 and 16.90 when the exercise prices are 50 and 63. So the options will expire in 4 months, and the risk-free rate is 6%. So let's determine the value of the box spread and the profit for any value of the underlying at expiration. So if first we construct the strategy, so first we'll have to construct a bull spread. So we'll use the call option. So we'll buy the call with the lower strike of 50. Okay, so this will have a value of 12.40, and then we will sell the call at the higher strike, which is 63. The value for this is 9.30, but since we sell, there's a negative position. And then we'll buy a bear spread. So we'll buy the put at the strike of 63. Okay, buy the higher strike. So the value will be 16.90. That's a positive. And then lastly, we sell the put at the lower strike of 50. So that will be negative 7.40. So if you add all this up, we'll get $12.60. So this is our initial value. So in this case, let's say when the option expires, when all these options expire, we could assume that the spot price could be something large, okay, or could be something small. We could put any number in. So let's say if I were to put something like $70, for example. So let's assume $70 here. So in this case, the buy call will be exercised. So we'll get 70 minus 50, so that's 20. Then for the sell call, this will also be exercised. So that's 70 minus 63, but with a negative. So this is negative 7. Then for the buy put, this will be out of the money. For the sell put, it will also be out of the money. So 20 minus 7, the value expiration will be 13. And then the profit will be the difference in the value. So there will be a risk-free profit of 40 cents. Okay, and this value will be true for any spot price. Okay, you can try it out, but you will always come back to 40 cents. Now for the next question, show that the box spread is priced in such a way that an attractive opportunity is available. Now since this position is risk-free, in other words, if we were to take the final payoff, which we calculated earlier, the final value here, so if the position is risk-free, what we could do is we could take the payoff at expiration, and then we'll PV it back to the initial period and compare it with the initial price. So imagine this: when we bought the when we set up this position, okay, the value is 12.60, okay, but the value after 4 months is $13. So in other words, if we were to invest with 12.60 and we get $13 after 4 months, would that be a risk-free investment? So what we'll do now is I'll discount this back using 6%. So the value will be 13 divided by 1.06, the power of 4 months, which is 4 divided by 12. So with that, we'll get $12.81. So in this case, this value is actually higher than the cost of setting up the box spread. So in this case, it's there's a arbitrage profit here where we can actually buy the box spread and then hold it until it matures. Then we get a payoff of $13, which is higher than you will get a return that's higher than the risk-free rate. So if you want to calculate what's the arbitrage return, okay, we can just take the return here will be 13 divided by 12.6. Okay, and then we'll analyze it. So we take 12 divided by 4. So if you do that, the return will be about 9.83%. Okay, so this is the arbitrage profit.